There are different kinds of elder abuse. There are those who take advantage of elders in the sense of raiding their bank accounts because they're able to. There are those who harm the elders in their care because the caregiver is exhausted, worn out from giving care. Just as sometimes in child abuse occurs because the caretaker is worn out and can no longer act in a compassionate manner. So I think we ought to be very careful about using the police power in this area. We ought to use it very selectively. I would suggest that perhaps what we could do is try to form a core of people, volunteers, who would be visitors of the elders, to see how they're getting along and see what's happening in their lives. Give them some of the attention from the outside that they need. Look to see if the caretaker of the elderly needs some support and help. As a libertarian, I always try to encourage volunteer action rather than government action. I hesitate to say, let's put this under the power of the police power of the state and try to punish people, no matter what the reasons for the elder abuse. We ought to try to set up conditions to avoid the elder abuse happening.
Thanks. Mike, 90 seconds.
The abuse of elders is not to be allowed. It is a horrible crime. Within South Dakota today, we have 3 separate laws that do address the issue. We will work with AARP and other interested organizations if there needs to be additional protections put in place. But the 3 that are there now were designed to provide for that assistance. But there's more to the issue, really, and part of it is quality of life for seniors. It's one of the reasons why one of the first things that we did when we became governor was to increase the amount of dollars that an individual could keep for their own personal use when they were on a Medicaid limit from $30 to $60 a month. It meant that a lady in a nursing home could actually get her hair done. It meant they could make the phone calls to their loved ones. It meant they could buy the cards to congratulate a nephew on graduating from high school and so forth. Those are very, very important. But there's also 2,000 families out there that provide care for their senior relatives. We've set up a plan within our state in which we provide them with extra assistance so that they can get a break. And sometimes just having that break gives them a chance to kind of relax a little bit, get away from a household, and come back in refreshed. And I think that's very, very important as well. So there are other things that we can do. We have a healthcare subcommittee that is working, and as I said before, with AARP, we'll continue to look at making those changes, and if we need to, we will make additional changes in the law.
Thank you. Steve?